Making something cinematic is easy if you know how. Today I'm proving it by using the Galaxy A41 from the year 2020, and I'm not gonna use any special camera apps. Tripod. You should have this adapter thing. The light that I'm using is a cheap light from Home Depot. It's nothing special about it. It's LED, and on the back side I glued a 1/4 dual nuts tripod mount screw to flash digital camera hot shoe adapter tool. I have a ball mount which I connect to the light, and a light stand that I connect to the ball mount. Both the ball mount and the light stand and the thing can be bought at Amazon, eBay and so on. I'll put some links down below. Find a good spot with a fitting background. It's a good idea to have some distance between the background and the subject. Shut the curtains during daytime and shut off the lights you don't need. You can consider leaving lights in the background on if it helps the scene. When in doubt, light your subject from the side. I recommend filming horizontal when aiming for the cinematic look. When using a phone without any special app, you have to lock your exposure. On my phone, you have to tap and hold to do that. Don't mind the timer, I'm just baking some bread while recording. You don't need a light stand. You can use books, people can hold the light, or you can put it in a shelf. And you don't need a tripod. You can use whatever you find at home there too. To transfer your video files, I'll just use the charging cable and plug it in the computer. The program that I'm gonna use are DaVinci Resolve. I would recommend to anyone who are considering getting into editing to start with DaVinci Lite. It's completely free and a great way to start your journey to DaVinci Resolve. But you have everything that you need in the beginning in DaVinci Lite anyway. I personally have been using Adobe Premiere Pro since 2012. I would recommend DaVinci over Adobe because DaVinci is way cheaper and Adobe has a lot of issues. So I'll be using this program through the eyes of a beginner. Hopefully that will be a good thing. We need to import our clip. Just drag it and drop it in this area. You see your image have arrived. If you double click it, then you actually see the whole image. We don't need everything, so we can take this red cursor and I will add 10 seconds. You can see the time code in the right corner, and I'll press O for out point and then just grab the image and pull it down to your timeline. We're going to start with the fake zoom effect. There's a zoom, and to the right of zoom, there's a little circle. Press the circle. This is a key point. Then go to your timeline and go all the way to the end. Then press the key point again, and then you need to increase the number. How much you're going to increase, it depends on the length of your clip and how fast you want the zoom to be. Okay, so let's see how this is. Can be a little bit faster. So by the key points, you have now arrows. If you press these arrows, you will be taken directly to the key point. Increase it a little bit. I like this. You don't want the zoom effect to be too fast, because then you can see it's a digital zoom. Now we need to go to the edit workspace, and now we are going to do the letterbox effect. I already have the effect panel in my left corner, but if you don't see it, you can go up to workspace and then go to show panel in workspace and press effects. Go back to the effect panel and then press the detective tool, right adjust. Then take the adjustment clip and put it on top of your clip. So this is kind of like a transparent video. So whatever effect you put on this adjustment clip will affect everything beneath it. This is very nice because if you have a lot of different clips, which you probably should have in a movie, Then you can drag this one over, and whatever effect you put on this one, like a letterbox, will affect everything, so you don't have to do it on every single clip. Make sure the adjustment clip is highlighted, and then go up to the under transform, there's a cropping, and go to the top and press 150, and then the bottom 150. And there you have it. Now you have a letterbox. The good thing about a letterbox is, well, it kind of emulates the like cinema movies are kind of a little bit wider, and the black boxes also give you a reference that help you see the colors better, at least for me. So now we need to work with the color. Let's go to the color workspace, go under your timeline and press color. If you don't see these 4 circles, go to this little circle on the left side, press that one. These circles represent lift is your shadows, gamma are your midtones, and gain are your highlights, what's the brightest in your image. Let's add a orange and teal grade. Grab the little dot in gain and drag it towards the orange part, and then go to lift and drag it down a little bit to the blue teal area. Your background will most likely always be darker than your subject. So if you're adding a little bit of a color contrast, that will help you get the subject a little bit out of the background, and then we will focus more on the subject. And also when you do this grading style, it adds a little bit of a different look than reality, and that gives us a little bit of immersiveness into this other fantasy world, if that makes sense. Let's add some contrast. We can, there's many ways, but let's just make it simple and go over gain. There's a contrast wheel or numbers. Just drag it up. And what I like to do is I just overdo it, and then I go down until I find something I like. Go to the saturation and add some saturation. And that's about it. So a summary for the editing, what I did was I made a little fake zoom effect, I put some letterbox on, I added some contrast, I added some saturation, and I did the orange to teal grade. And that's one way to do it. If you're doing it outside, then I recommend doing it during cloudy weather or during sunrise or sunset.